Hey, it's Michael here from GrowPOS to talk with you about another emerging trend in retail.
Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the Jerry Master, ruler, and teacher of the scriptures. Salutations to the Akim that are doing this work, truth and faith and in all sincerity. Today's lesson is going to be about the RFID chip. And it's prophesied that we're in the last days and this economy is going to turn completely digital, via CHIP. This is a video from a year ago. It's RFID implementation in retail and what retailers must know. So Lord willing, without further ado, let's see what this guy has to say about it.
RFID technology. Staying competitive and meeting customer demands requires efficient and innovative solutions. Radio frequency identification, or RFID technology, has emerged as a critical technology for retailers, providing real-time visibility, enhanced inventory management, and overall improved customer experiences. Implementing RFID in a retail environment can seem daunting, but with careful planning and execution, retailers can unlock its full potential. This comprehensive video will walk you through the step-by-step process of successfully implementing RFID in retail. I'll also discuss several benefits that RFID tech brings to retailers. Before diving into RFID implementation, it's essential to establish clear goals and objectives for the project. Retailers must identify specific pain points they aim to address, such as reducing inventory inaccuracies or improving stock visibility. Setting measurable and achievable targets will help guide the implementation process and measure its success. You'll need to be sure that your store's infrastructure supports RFID implementation. Retailers must have a reliable network infrastructure for seamless communication between RFID readers and back-end systems. Evaluate the store's layout and physical environment to determine the optimal placement of RFID readers and antennas for maximum tag detection and accuracy. Decide whether fixed or mobile readers make sense in your retail space and workflow, but more on that in a minute. In addition to infrastructure, you also must develop a comprehensive RFID tagging strategy for products in the store. RFID tags can be attached to individual items, incorporated into packaging, or applied to larger product groups. Determine the most efficient tagging method based on the product's characteristics, size, and material. Consider using tamper-resistant tags for high-value items to prevent theft. There are several different ways that retailers can use RFID tags, so choosing the appropriate RFID technology is critical for successful implementation. Consider factors such as tag type, like passive or active, frequency, like low, high, or ultra-high, and read range. Retailers typically use passive, ultra-high frequency, or UHF RFID tags due to their cost-effectiveness and versatility. Select RFID readers and antennas that align with the store layout and operational requirements. Now let's get back to the readers for a minute. Retailers must choose between two main types of RFID readers, fixed and mobile. So let's go over the main difference between these options. A fixed RFID reader is a stationary device permanently mounted or installed in a specific location, such as a store shelf, warehouse entrance, or production line. It continuously scans and captures RFID tag data from nearby items as they pass through its read range. A retailer might choose a fixed RFID reader when they require continuous and centralized monitoring of inventory and assets within their store or stockroom. On the other hand, a mobile RFID reader is a portable handheld device that users can carry to various locations. It allows for on-the-go scanning, item locating, and data capture from RFID tags. This mobility provides flexibility for inventory management, asset tracking, and more. Mobile readers allow for on-the-go scanning, making them suitable for tasks like stock taking, receiving shipments, and conducting audits in different areas of the retail environment. There are some additional pieces of hardware that retailers have to consider with RFID technology too. RFID tags are tiny electronic devices that contain unique identifiers which are attached to retail products. Tags can be passive, meaning they're powered by the reader's signal, or active,
Now, mind you, they're going to put this either in the hand or the forehead. Or, if you take it, it doesn't matter what part of the body you put this in, you make a decree and you take a digital oil to go against Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and to be aligned with this beast system.
Meaning they contain their own power source. RFID readers that we talked about a minute ago emit radio signals and capture the data transmitted by RFID tags within their range. These can be handheld or fixed in a specific location. Readers can operate at various frequencies, such as low frequency, high frequency, and ultra high frequency. The antenna is integrated with the RFID reader and is responsible for transmitting and receiving radio signals to and from the tags. One last piece of the hardware setup worth mentioning is middleware. This acts as an interface between the RFID readers and higher level applications. They manage the data flow, process tag information, and facilitate communication with software systems. There's also hardware to think about. Your hardware will communicate through the middleware with a software system. The software typically contains the following items. First, the RFID platform software manages the data collected from the RFID readers and tags. It typically includes tag encoding, data filtering, real-time monitoring, and reporting. The RFID system also requires a database to store the collected data, including tag IDs, timestamps, and location information. There are also various applications.
Once the system crashes, this is the new revolutionary system that's going to be implemented, and it's going to be used in place of the old system. And so, pursuant to Revelation 13:16, he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark either in the right hand or the forehead. Okay, that causing they're making it a way that there's no other way to survive and maneuver in the system other than taking this implantable device. So, I said all that to say this: the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is putting a nail in this coffin as pursuing to Esau Edom and its reign of terror. Since the power that was established by Esau Edom, during the Empire of the Greeks, until now, with small breaks in rulership, for a continuation of 2,361 years. I don't know about anybody else, but I believe that that's a very long time to be ruling, even with small breaks in between. So with that being said, this is the plan of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to put an end to this place and to give us this final test that we should be built up in the spirit for. Give me one moment, I can bear with me. This is Job chapter 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Okay, so the elites, the banking families, and central banking families have a plan for more control, because they already have everything that the heart desires. They want to be like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and want to have that power. This is Ezekiel chapter 28, verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus said the Lord, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God, and sit in the seat of God, verbatim, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God. Though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. So they have a God complex because the temporary power that they received through the sword, that blessing has an expiration date. And I'm sure they're fully aware of it by now.
Software is available. Specific programs interpret the RFID data for various purposes such as inventory management, asset tracking, access control, and supply chain optimization. Finally, think about integration. To fully leverage RFID's capabilities, integrate the technology with existing retail systems such as inventory management and point of sale. This integration allows retailers to gain real-time insights into stock levels, track sales trends, and analyze customer behavior. Retailers can collaborate with RFID solution providers or in-house IT teams to ensure a seamless integration process.
You have something in your home right now that can make you thousands of dollars and literally change your financial future.
It's like it.
If you do opt to implement RFID tech at your business, be sure to conduct a pilot study with several products, or in the case of chains or franchises, in several stores, before rolling out RFID across the entire store or chain. This small-scale implementation allows retailers to test the technology, understand some challenges, and fine-tune the processes. The pilot study will also provide valuable insights into how retailers can tailor their RFID systems to meet the unique needs of their vertical and store or stores. You also need to keep your team up to speed. Successful RFID implementation relies heavily on the support and engagement of store employees. Provide comprehensive training to store staff, from floor assistants to management, on how to use the RFID system effectively. Educate them on the benefits of RFID and how it'll improve their own day-to-day operations. Fostering more support from your employees will ensure smooth.
I think that's enough. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabbat, Shem Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. And to the Akim that enduring unto the end. Esau's losing his kingdom at a rapid rate. The infrastructure, the system is collapsing in on itself. This man is furious. And now, since he know he's losing his kingdom, he's pushing ever so hard to keep it. So, like I said, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.